Welcome to Biz Help for You, the show that saves you the expensive learning curve by providing advice from industry experts in every facet of the entrepreneurial journey. Too many small businesses collapse. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 20% fail within their first year, and less than 35% make it to their 10th anniversary. The goal of this podcast is to change that statistic. So if you're interested in learning more to be a successful entrepreneur, tune in today.
This podcast is going to be much different than my usual solo or interview episodes. I'm asking for your help. Hurricane Helene devastated our area. It is unusual because we are so far from the East Coast where most hurricanes destroy areas. And there is a lot of destruction from Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and Tennessee. I saw an image that compared this hurricane to Katrina, and we know how devastating that one was. This one was much larger and destroyed a wider territory. The Elizabethton population is 14,226 people, and as of the 2024 census, Carter County has 57,559. So the community is doing what it can, but outside help is needed. As you can imagine, with that small of a population and the amount of devastation that has happened in this area, we definitely need some additional help. Now, I grew up in California. I was born and raised there. I lived there until 3 years ago, and so I experienced earthquakes. I've seen the fires that happen every year, but I did not see all of the damage with my own eyes or know people that were impacted. Of course, I saw things on TV. There were local fires. I know my daughter and husband used to go camping at a place that had completely burned at one point. So we've experienced some of that, but here, I saw the devastation. I saw the raging river. I personally know 2 people who lost vehicles due to falling trees, and thankfully, it's just property. But of course, that has financially burdened them. And then my daughter's family, by marriage, has very good friends who literally lost everything. Everything on their property was washed away by the river. So their home, vehicles, storage, they literally have nothing. And they're in their 80s. So can you imagine having to start over at that age, and having lost everything, and it's just shocking, what people are having to go through. Much of the town was flooded, and many are still without utilities and cell service. So I'm recording this Wednesday night. We are still without water and cell service, but I am thankful they were able to restore power and internet. So we were able to at least communicate with some people, let them know that we were okay. And thankfully, my home was not damaged. We don't live close to the river, and we also live up, a bit of a hill on our property. So the water, didn't sit and flood. We had some water in our basement, but nothing serious. But there are so many here that are unable to say that. I saw homes with water, up to the windows, the cars that were, basically sitting in water up to their windows. And so many people lost, even if it wasn't washed away by the river, they basically have lost what they had to the water damage. So I'm setting up a GoFundMe fundraiser. I want to help because I want to make a difference in the community. We're all talking about what we could do to help. And, we're very thankful that, schools have opened up to people to be able to take showers, or gyms, have opened up, because again, without water for all these days, it's difficult to be able to just do the basic tasks. So we're very thankful for the community that does have service to be able to open that up to others. But there's so many, again, who've lost so much that we need to raise money to help them. And so I figured, with the network of people that I've had, business friends, contacts that I've had from when I lived in California all this time, to those of you who listen to this podcast, I really wanted to just use this platform to ask for help. So would you make a donation through the GoFundMe fundraiser that we have set up? Money raised is going to be donated to the United Way of East Tennessee Highlands. They vet organizations that they allocate funds to, and they are spearheading helping those in need, along with many other not-for-profit organizations in the area. And again, I know there are a lot of areas that have been affected. Some of them have been in the news a lot. I know little towns like us don't get as much, of the coverage per se. And even just down the road from us, there's another city, Unicoi, that has major damage. The hospital was flooded. They had to evacuate, the patients that were there too, and they have severe damage too. But our little community here, we're smaller towns, and I just thought, there's so many of you that know me or listen and maybe get a benefit from this show that I'm hoping that you will feel inspired to help and help make that difference. So anything that you give is much appreciated. There are so many families, again, who've been displaced, and I want to help my community, and this is how I thought I could do so. It's gofund.me/23 lowercase c 39 lowercase b 19. So that's a GoFundMe, and it will say something like, please help Elizabethton with the hurricane recovery. And again, anything that you are willing to give, I would really appreciate it. And we just thank you for your support. Continue praying for the community. If you are someone of faith who does pray for those who are, dealing with this struggle. And I just pray that all of you can stay safe and healthy as well, and that you're not impacted by anything as serious as this either. But again, I just wanted to use this to help get the word out, to help share what's going on with my community. And I just really appreciate your support. So thank you so much. And I will love to, if I know that you donated to, I'd be happy to even send you thank yous. I will show, if I can, giving the donation, so this is 100% legitimate. I'm not going to be taking any of the money for anything or giving directly to any people. It's going to go directly to the nonprofit organization. And I just really appreciate the support. Thanks so much.
Thank you for tuning in today. Would you please share this episode with those you know and leave a review on your favorite platform? And if you find our show informative, would you consider being a financial sponsor to help me continue my mission to educate business owners? A link is located in the episode description, and no amount is too small. I'd really appreciate your support. If you are interested in connecting with our guest and receiving the offer they had to share, a link to our resource page is in the show notes. Finally, if you have any bookkeeping or payroll needs, reach out to us at 310-534-5577 or contact@abandp.com. My team and I are eager to assist you. Until next time, have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Biz Help for You. Please join your host, Candy Messer, again next time. Have a terrific day.